Hi there, welcome back. So, you know how you love making coins, right? Well, today there is a very interesting coin loop trick that is going around with regards to few exchanges that you can actually use in order to make some coins, provided you have some time that you are willing to spend, some effort that you are willing to put in. However, before we talk about that, of course, first things first, there is a 96-97 exchange that has made its way back, and arguably with one of the worst conditions list I have ever seen in an exchange. We need 195 following up with 394s and 789 to 90s. Of course, I'm not going to recommend this exchange unless you have a lot of fodder for some reason, which I don't know why. And if you are to buy these cards right now and do this exchange, let me just show you few of the possible pulls that you can get. Yes, Sanchez is still here, looming heavy with the 30 million coins, and if you get one of the other ones which I absolutely love, which is Ruben Diaz, you stand to not only make money but lose money pretty hard. So please don't do this exchange unless you have a lot of fodder, and if you have done it, let me know in the comments and let me know who you have packed. I am yet to see somebody who actually has done this exchange, except for content, I guess. Now, on the other hand, today EA has confirmed their new event cards list. Yes, for UCL Road to the Final. Now, the overalls we were speculating yesterday were going to be less than usual, but this time the overalls look like they are 95, 94, and then finally a 93. This 94 right winger looks to be Rodrigo, this 95 goalkeeper looks to be Oblak, and finally the center back being Akanji. Not sure if there will be more 96 rated cards as we were expecting. Maybe the UCL icons become the 96 rating, but all in all, the overalls pretty much on the lower side, because they're accounting for that fact that even if that 95 card gets a +3, they go up to 98 and not 9900, because I think they're saving that for team of the season. So, fast talking aside, let's talk about the exchange lobe. Now, it's a two-parter, right? First off, our main subject of focus, the reason why this exchange works, is this MLS upgrade exchange, which requires 84 plus overall players. Since it requires these players, 84 cards are now a little bit more expensive than they used to be, thus bringing up the value of fodder in general. If you look at something like this exchange now, it had a high likelihood of giving you fodder, 83s, 84s, but finally, since you have use for them, those cards go for 300, 400k. This is the first part that is important to understand. The reason why this exchange becomes worth it is because you need fodder for other exchanges. Part 1 gone. Now, when you put in these 6 cards which are 75, and then you put in 11 cards that are 70, you are essentially investing somewhere around, again, this depends highly on how much you spend on individual cards, but somewhere around 800 to 900k, so a little bit less than a million, and you get 3 cards from here. Now, if each of them are 84s, and if each 84 goes for roughly 300k, you just lose the tax money, which is the worst case scenario. And there is an even worse case scenario, which is you get 380s. But hey, let's be honest here. How many times has this exchange given you just 80s? Doesn't really happen, right? And the third and the most important point is that these cards are not extinct. So if you are to go ahead and buy the cards for the exchange, you will do a trick though, which we like to call the position situation. So if you search for 70 plus cards, don't search for 70, search for 71, 72, 73, and put in a particular position, like I put in right wing back. Then you find the truly cheap cards in that range. And yes, by cheap I mean around 40k, 45k is good enough. Don't be discouraged if you see red. Most of these orders are likely to be fulfilled. And if you see all reds in one position, search around, find another position. You see our Nagy, the first card, has a sell order at 45k. Just don't overspend, try to find the cheapest cards possible. And finally, of course, for the 75s, go for the 76, 77, 78. Likely 77 will give you some hits. Don't spend more than 65, 70k though on these cards as well. Try to keep it as low as possible so that the amount you spend stays less than 1 million. Now once you have these cards, again all you need to do is just do this exchange. The biggest part about this, not this one, is the no limit factor, so you can do them as many times as you like, and the more gem packs you open, the more this and that you open, you get a lot of fodder, which again feeds back into it. All you need is one hit, one proper 90, 91, 92 rated card in order to make back all the money that you have spent here. And again, we have seen insane packs here. Remember, you don't need insane packs. You just need to make back your 1 million, and if you get a walkout, it's highly likely that you will make back some of that money. It's an Argentine CDM from River Plate. Not the best pull, right? It's a 84. However, if I show you the gross total that we made here, it's 300, 300 and almost 300. So around 700, 800k. For what I put in is around 800, 900k. So while I did lose money, the thing about these 84s is that it is going to sell, which it earlier didn't. It has a lot of buy orders. So even if you lose money for 5 times, let's say you lose 100k, 500k in total, again all you need is one hit, 190, in order to make back your money. Now of course you'll ask me, what if I get a card above 90 that doesn't sell? Of course you still have the coin exchanges to fall back on, which we'll go back to. However, for now, let me just find out some 74, 73, so I can do this exchange one more time actually. Yes, this is the coin exchange I'm talking about. Remember, anything above 86 that doesn't sell goes right here, and you make back your coins from it that you'll make back from the 999 plus. So even you don't have that problem anymore where you have 999 plus cards and you're like, how do I sell them? Just put them in exchanges and you make that money back. Let's buy Malsa here. I like putting in a lot of orders at once, hoping that they get fulfilled, you know. And even if they don't at the very moment, they will get fulfilled eventually. Let's see, the left mid here has some hits though, and as long as I get these cards, and even if I don't put them in the exchange right away, we'll still find some use for them later. And it's so little money that in the grand scheme of things, you shouldn't really be bothered. Now be aware that this process is going to cost you some time. It's a time investment, that's for sure. But if you are willing to do that, if you're willing to sit down, buy off these cards, go through this tedious process, one hit is all it takes for you to get money. So let's go back into this exchange here. I hope I have all the cards that I need. Maybe not, actually I have 7. I still need 4 of them, which should not be that difficult. Here we go, all the purchases are fulfilled, and I'm still going to keep those orders just in case later I do one more exchange as well. But put these cards in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11 and then 6, do the exchange. And again, if you do this, let me know in the comments what all did you pack. And a huge shout out to Labib for pointing this exchange trick out to us in the Discord server. And with that, we will end today's video. Tap to open. Let's hope something big. It's a walkout yet again, but might end up being another, you know, mid card. It's Everton's. Who is that actually? It's Beto. Wow. And I got 2 L's, but see, even the 80s sell now. These 80s go for 300k, which is crazy, and Beto goes for 482k, which is again crazy. So actually in this exchange, if you count this up, I made somewhere over 1 million coins, so I did not lose money. And of course, if you want to see Masquerade play with MLS Messi, do not forget to click right here. I'll catch you on another one. Bye bye.